to Sharon Horne-Ellstrom. Can't even say my name sometimes. Today is day 2760 of What You Up To Now. This is a segment where I document my journey. Originally, I was moved from the brick and mortar corporate world of businesses to the online world of businesses. And today we're talking about, and this whole month we're focusing on emotional health and well-being, both for Supersize Your Business and the Be a Better You annual challenge. I've been doing an annual challenge for, oh my gosh, I think 8 years now, online. Prior to that, I've done annual challenges since I was a teenager, and really in college I started doing them in earnest. But I had goals and objectives from the time I was a kid, and I had an amazing father who taught my sisters and I how important it was to set goals, create the life we want, go for what we want, etc. So today we're talking about letting go of negative emotions and strategies to do that. Hypnosis, meditation, the swish pattern. Tony Robbins teaches, it's an NLP technique, and a lot of other people teach it too, but he's probably the most famous people know of. Meditation, physical, actual ways of letting go of things and releasing them. And I'm going to actually share tomorrow one of my first and favorite ways of doing that, and how powerful the physical release of things can be for us. So much going on today. My second granddaughter is going to get her first cavity fixed at the dentist, so that's exciting for her. It reminds me that I love being around my granddaughters. It reminds me of the power of the first experiences and new experiences, and what goes into that. The fear and trepidation whenever we are experiencing something new, which is kind of a negative emotion, right? Fear, being scared, is a negative emotion. So how do we handle that, right? Do we buck up and face it anyway? Of course we do, because there's so many things in life that we feel like we're afraid of, but we're actually not. It's just an automatic human response to first feel fear and trepidation, and then say, okay, well, really, what's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? What's the probability of each, and how am I going to handle this going forward? If I take a deep breath and I'm like, okay, this isn't going to be terrible, it usually isn't, right? Usually, almost never are our fears realized. Almost never, right? And then the things that actually get us are the things that we never even anticipated. I think of that from personal experience. I had a sudden cardiac arrest when I was 50 years old, just dropped dead. I had never been afraid of that, never been afraid of death, never been afraid of that. I'm not afraid of it now, since I've already experienced and lived through it. But it just goes to show you, that was one of those things I never could have possibly anticipated, that the stress and anxiety and nonsense that I was focusing on could possibly manifest itself in me having a sudden cardiac arrest. Yet it did. And it was only after that event that I analyzed and realized that I was helping to create that perfect storm of not perfect outcomes, right? I had a good outcome, but the vast majority of people don't. So we're going to talk about tomorrow physical letting go strategies and methodologies that we can use, and creative ways to come up with them, because I think it's powerful. The more things we have in our toolbox, the easier it is to navigate our lives and create the lives that we want. All right, any questions? If I can help you in any way with supersizing your business or being part of the annual challenge, you can join the annual challenge any day. I always start the first of the year and go through the whole year, but you can start wherever you are. I set it up so that everything isn't connected to everything else, unless you hit us in a 7-day period when we're doing the ideas process this year, or the 4 or 5 days that we're doing the SOAP framework. And guess what? You can always go back and watch a couple days, or you can catch it the next time around. That's how I created it on purpose, so that we can decide to be a better version of ourselves any day of our life that we so choose. All right. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.